Hey people, welcome to Mystical Wisdom 444. So I'm going to do a word today. I ain't gonna be long though, y'all. I was listening to one of my aunties. Well, I had listened to two of them. I finished listening to the other one, but they all said something significant. My other auntie last night said something significant. Um, and she was talking about how we gotta be careful of how we distribute our energy. And it's funny because the last few days the Lord had been ministering to me, and He been talking to me about how to preserve my energy, how to protect my energy, new method ways, new techniques, and that I can't give it to any and everybody, right? And I learned that anyway on my journey. So let me say this first and foremost to start with the message. Like, for ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are having sex, let me say this to you. I would recommend you have sex with your husband or your wife. I wouldn't recommend you guys be having sex with people, because let me say this, that's when you having soul ties. And when them soul ties, let me just say this firsthand, that's the worst. Because it's hard, because everybody got their own story and their own path. And so if you hook up with somebody as a female, a divine feminine, you hook up with a warlock, and let's say this guy have so many attachments and so many succubus spirits on him that you can't break, that you have to go and get a third or a second or a third person to intervene to cut them soul ties sexually or physically. That's too much. So I'm just grateful and blessed because I'm a destined healer, and that's what I do anyway. And I have had other people behind the scenes, knowingly and unknowingly, assisting me as well. So I'm very grateful and thankful to my ancestors and the Lord for that, to keep me protected, and my family and my children, and my husband and my soul tribe as well, members, and those connected to them. Now, let me say this. Soul ties are very real, and I know we don't talk about that much, but maybe I'm gonna talk to my auntie and see if we all can figure out the way to elaborate a little bit more to help bring awareness to the community, to the people regarding soul ties. Because I think a lot of people don't understand how that go. It's not just sexually, it can be on many different levels. And we all learning every day. So the more knowledge we have, the more better we become, and better choices we make down in the future, right? So let me start off with the example of that. Let's say you dealing with an ex, and they come back. You guys broke up and they come back or whatever, and let's say they want to be intimate with you, okay? A male or female, and your first mind, telling you, like, don't do it because something ain't right, and you take heed to that, because you see, with the male or female, depending on whoever this resonates for, because you know if it resonates for you, confirmation, motorcycle, they don't know you have changed. Then again, they may do, okay? Let's say they don't know, and they come across you and they're like, oh yeah, blah, 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 let's hook up, woo, woo, woo. And you say, no, I ain't hooking up. And they looking at you crazy, like you got some, but you ain't got nothing. It's just you protecting your energy and your sacral energy. And men, I have to say this to you all, because just how men look at women sometimes, as an object, women do too towards men. So that goes both ways. Let me say this to y'all right now. Please be mindful where you placing your car in that female's garage. Because let me say this to people. A lot of times people be thinking, cause oh, I know them, they cool, and God is saying today, whether they cool or not, you don't have time to be giving your energy. And that's why I appreciate my aunties and my uncles, the real ones in the community, because of speaking the truth. Because it's sad when you got people out here. And I had this conversation with my kids on the other day and yesterday. When people walking around here and they know their circumstance, whether they have a disease or, or sickly or not even sick, you know your circumstance. And we all are grown. And when you're dealing with a narc, people like that don't reverence anything. They don't care about no one but themselves, and they don't even care about themselves. And unfortunately, they're very reckless. So, please, fellas, ladies, strap up, okay? Because divine union's coming. So if you meet your divine counterpart, and it's so funny because my auntie mentioned this, and I was like, oh my God, look at God. Because this morning when I got up super early, the Lord had said, like, I know you did I know you checked on yourself and made sure you was good, but now is the time to do it again. So when the time come, you have the paperwork, to show your partner and vice versa, and him as well. And so the Lord was saying to me, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to say this too, because I'm the one that'll say what people won't say, okay? So let me say this. If you are, it's a situation, and, you have something, and, it's uncurable, please notify your partner. Please let them know before they lay down with you if you have not been intimate with them. Because here's the thing, people. The reason why diseases pass, because people be ashamed, male or female. And I mean, hey, it happens. It's a touchy subject, I know, but we talking about soul ties here, and that is not off the table. It's not an option. Intimacy is a part of that. So and whether it's conversation, whether it's engaging in actual sexual behavior, you must be mindful that to be honest. People, you can buy clothes, you can buy shoes. My auntie said something yesterday too. My other auntie, VG, she investigated. She said it. She called it. She said, you can't buy character. You can go buy clothes. You can't even buy a new attitude. And she was right. And it hit me so hard because people don't realize that. Like, we'll go and do some things. And don't mean that we all the time had bad intention. Sometimes we really do got good intention. It just unfortunately it didn't work out that way. And again, with sex, conversations with people when it comes to you specifically. And the reason for this is because, it'll keep down the infection control department, number one, for having so many people, sick. And so, now I'm gonna say this: those, depending on what it is, it can be cured for sure. But you might have to have a lot of money or something. But it can be cured, most likely, because if God created it, God can cure it. Okay? So man may not can, but God can. And so, please, people. Walk in your integrity. If you're having intimacy with people, do not lay down unprotected. Please protect yourself. Ladies, gentlemen, please, young and old and in between, please protect yourself. And the reason I stress that, because see, my thing is, when I was younger, and I'm gonna keep it at a buck with y'all, and I ain't gonna be long, I was reckless like that. And I remember going to the gynecologist, and I'll never forget it. And I was like 17 years old, 16, going on 17. I was pregnant with my son at the time. And I remember going in the doctor's office, Dr. Sandlin, he retired now. But great. Him, Dr. Gillum, and them, oh man, awesome. And I remember sitting in his office, and I remember thinking to myself, like, Lord, my baby daddy done gave me HIV, done gave me something, because, and I'm going to keep it real with you. When the doctor, they do their tests and do swabs, and he said, oh, he gave you gonorrhea. And I'm saying this to y'all and being transparent because I'm real. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French, but I don't. Because it ain't no need to be ashamed if you play the game. That's just me. And see, that's why the world, a lot of people ain't gonna get an opportunity with me because they not real with themselves. And I don't do fake people. I don't do facades. I don't do manipulators. I don't do lying people. Because see, here's the thing. What I had to learn the hard way for myself. It's like when I was dealing with people like that, it costed me a lot of bad luck, a lot of bad juju, as we would say, or bad luck, a lot of bad circumstances to happen. And this is why I'm emphasizing on soul ties today. Please, people, another example. If you're dealing with an individual, see, I said this before, and I guess it keep going over people's head, but eventually they gonna get it. Some people in your life can be a liability, or they can be an asset to you. And to say this to the least, and to break it down quickly and not be too long with this and drag it on, when a person is a liability to you, let's say you tell them a secret. They didn't keep the secret. They told the world. And that actually happened to me with a guy I used to mess with. And I seen him, and I told y'all I seen him. And this is why I refused to deal with him, because he think I don't know what he did. Where I'm at, the females and the males and the higher ups, they think I don't know what they did. And I'm very much aware. Not mad, I'm at peace with it. And I'm asking God to prepare me to be removed, because I have released these individuals in the environment. And the reason why I would say to you all to do these things is because, number one, as a real true gem, whether you a spiritualist or not, okay, when you really want to heal yourself, ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but yourself. You have to understand, with healing, you have to feel those emotions. You have to feel that pain. You have to sit in that energy. You have to process it. You have to transmute it. And then, when God says it's time to process it and heal it from that transmuting stage, He's going to let you know, okay, it's time to process that. It's time to go ahead and heal it. And the problem with people, they don't want to heal. You want to be around a healing energy, but you don't want to heal. See, something wrong with that mindset, and something wrong with that whole situation and diagram. Okay? So I'm saying that to people in the community and outside, and those who are being nudged by their ancestors. Whether you young, you old, it don't even matter. The bottom line, you the one in the bloodline that's needed. Now, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. We need your healing with our healing. Let me say this, when you breaking soul ties and you healing things, whether it's a family situation, a work situation, a money situation, a hatred situation, a jealousy or a bigot situation, you have to understand the healing process is necessary. You know, the reason people are jealous, confirmation, and hateful of other people, and I said this to my kids, because they know stuff they ain't got no business knowing. And where I'm at right now, this is why I release this environment and the people, places, and things in it in the past, because this is the past. I was sent to learn a lesson, and I have learned that lesson, and I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace with the people who made those bad decisions. But see, here's the thing. What people do not tell you and what people don't realize, once you heal, you don't care what happens. Meaning, say it's a situation come about with that individual and something bad happened. Because number one, they had no good intention for you no way. And they thought they was going to come in and cipher your energy, take you out or sacrifice you for them to continue to gain off of your death. Let me say this to you and I, that's not happening anymore. And this is why the soul ties have to be broken from people, places, and things, because what happens is, and my auntie said, when you connected to things and people that has no business on your timeline, has no business in your energy, they got to go. It's nothing personal, but see, when you called to do something, let's say you called to heal, and let's say it's specifically relationships, right? Confirmation. In order for you to heal that relationship, God had to heal you first, you and your spouse, right? So it's the same thing, and people don't understand when God talked about the equally yoked. It wasn't just the cords. That's a part of it too. But biblically, on a metaphorically spiritual, physical plane, to say it more so to say on the physical part, God wanted us to understand how to communicate effectively, how to solve problems and issues effectively among one another. Because that's the reason we here, okay? Some people beg to differ with me on that, and that's fine. However, this is a time, if you're in the arena or even being summoned in by your ancestors in the Lord, let me say this to you. When you enter in, whether it's good or bad, because you got both sides. Right now, I'm specifically talking about the good side of things, okay? Please go in quietly as they usher you in, or initiate you is the word I was looking for. Go in silently, male and female, all creed and color, all age range I'm talking to. Go in silently. While you are in the cocoon, listen, because the Lord is speaking through the teacher to the students at this time. You got to go in silently. But I'm going to tell you, when you come out that cocoon, you're going to come out spiritually violently. And the reason for that, when I say that, is because of so much that's going to be revealed that have been going on. And it's going to connect the dots to why you experience and have certain setbacks, certain losses and things like that about, whether it's money, family member, friend, it's all going to make sense, okay? So let me say this. Be mindful. Number one, stay true to yourself. Be mindful of the instructions, the guidance that's being given. Follow it to the T. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm going to say that one more time. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So please, when they tell you, go here, make a left, make a right, go sit down, drink some water, meditate, okay? In 10 minutes, get back up. Everything they tell you to do to the T. Now, let me say this too, why that just came to me while I was thinking about it. If you don't know if you're called to do what we do, I would suggest you seek God in prayer and then ask God to lead you to a pure, good vessel. Ain't none of us perfect, okay? But a pure vessel who does the work that can give you the intel you're desiringly needing right now when it comes to you, whether you in the arena. Oh, come on. You come on. You go ahead, granddad. And I need y'all to do this because, let me say this, why you need to do this, because that's going to help you on your path. So if you do become initiated from your ancestors in the Lord, you know what you need to do. And it's not hard. It's not. I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to wrap this up. The hardest thing on this journey, outside of cutting people off and cutting environments off, cutting jobs off, cutting co-workers off, cutting exes and baby daddies and everything else off, that's the hardest part. Cutting people off, because you got to, you know, let me say this, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. A lot of people I'm very fond of, from celebrities to everyday people, right? But you got these same individuals, like I just said, the word jealousy and hate stem from people knowing things they have no business knowing about you and I. And so once that thing be revealed, then there it go. There go the hate. There that seed of hate. There that seed of jealousy. And so what ends up happening, you and I have to come in the picture and transmute all this energy and put it where it needs to be so things can go back into balance, you see? And so that's why God's saying during this time, you know, number one, this retrograde, so it's a lot finna go on, it's a lot finna be revealed, okay? So I need you to remain calm, male and female. I need you not to get out your bubble. Just stay mindful that your peace, your serenity, your integrity, your truth is more important than all, excuse my French, the bullshit and the distractions that come your way, okay? Because people love, let me say that I'm gonna be through. People love creating chaos, but they don't know how to handle the repercussion, you know? So you and I do, okay? But they don't, and so again too, the soul ties, making that cut, because you don't want them connected to your good fortune, your good juju. You know, you don't want no bad seed attached or a leech attached to somebody, or even you, and you know you gonna be good, but they ain't, and they want to stay attached to you and I so they can stay on. No, they gotta go. So I'm telling you, the teacher today, the Destined Healer telling you today, they got to go. I don't care who it is. It could be your kids, your man, your mama, your dad. I don't give a damn who it is. They got to go. They cannot remain. And I know it seems mean, it seems harsh, but you got to ask yourself, who do you love? Do you love you or do you love them? And if I first recall, if I remember, the Lord said self-preservation. That means you first. And they last, if it has to be that. But they cannot go with you and I. They have to go. They have to be left behind. And so please be at peace with that. Do not be mad with God. You know, when people can't treat you right, hey, it is what it is. Don't even get mad about it no more if you can. You know, because, hey, it's life. you know? And life gonna keep life. And we gotta keep on living. And we gotta keep on moving. Because we gotta keep on being happy. Because life gotta go on and remain strong regardless what come and go. Because not everybody meant to stay. Not everybody meant to go. Amen. So I bless y'all on today that this bless you. But I ask y'all during this weekend, please do the cuts you need to make in your heart, your mind, your soul, your meditation. Release who you need to release. Sit in them emotions. Process them emotions. And as soon as God know you ready to transmute and heal, He gonna tell you, okay, you ready now. Transmute and heal. And if you do not know how to transmute, God is finna show you how to do it for you, okay? So, I hope this helped you. I hope this bless you. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed now.